Hello, hello. My name is Taryn Arnold, and today I'm going to be talking to you about using Buy Me a Coffee for your writing or your newsletter. So I actually work for Buy Me a Coffee part-time. I do writing and I help with some of their content. And then on my other outside of Buy Me a Coffee time, I actually use Buy Me a Coffee as a creator. I absolutely love it. Spoiler alert, I think it's amazing. I think it is such a simple and great way to accept support for your work in so many ways, but I think especially for writing and for newsletters because it is as robust or as simple as you want it to be. I'll tell you a little bit about my newsletter. I started it 3 years ago it's called the Daily Taryn, and it was a project to try to get me to write more. And so I wrote in my journal a lot, but instead I said, okay, I'll open it up for 30 days and I'll just email you what I'm going to write in my journal. It's grown a following over some years. And now we've got, 3,500 or so people that read my journal very often, which is hilarious and great. And it's a really cool, heartfelt community that, I know given the chance, I would buy them a coffee or they would buy me a coffee. In fact, there were a few times where people would just find my Venmo and send me coffee and say, hey, thanks for today's newsletter. It was so powerful, or it was, helped me think through this or whatever it was. And that's what kind of got me starting to think about monetization and if that's what I wanted to do. When you're thinking about monetization, it's like you don't want to take something, for me, I didn't want to take something that I had always given away for free and put it behind a paywall. But I would also love to cover some of my hosting costs and get a little extra cash, get a little coffee here or there from people that like what I do. So I turned to Buy Me a Coffee for a few reasons, and I'm going to show you why. So first, it's super easy. As you can see here, I'm on the homepage. I was going to say it takes me less than a minute to set up, and it already says this here, which is true. Let's pretend my name was Bob Newsletter. Great. Took me 2 seconds. I'm not going to go through the whole thing right now, but if I did, it literally takes you less than a minute to get your page up and running, and it is so customizable from there. But if you just wanted to get going and get started, it really is that easy compared to so many other tools that it feels like you need a boot camp to figure out how to even work it. Posting is super easy. So this is my page here. These are all the people that have bought me coffee, which is great. I would go into my dashboard, click posts, bada bing, write a post. It is that simple. There's some really cool, simple formatting that actually looks nice. You can have it go public so anyone can see it. You can make it supporter only, so anyone that's bought you coffee, or you can make it member only, which is actually awesome. And that's something that I offer to my monthly members, that I do a special newsletter just for them on Buy Me a Coffee. So I do utilize that feature and I love it. Responding to folks is really simple. Like I said, if I go back to my page here, I see everybody that's bought me coffee. Your emails continue to bring the best version of me to the surface. And for that, well, that's very sweet. So to them, I might say, well, dang, that was very sweet. I love you. And thanks for reading. That simple. They get a notification sent to their email that the person that they bought a coffee, and, they're probably a fan of some of my work that I just responded, and must be a really nice exchange for them as well as it is for me. Payments are super simple. I'll go through that really fast. It's crazy. I'm going to go to my settings and I'm going to show you that you can enable your PayPal, enable your Stripe. There's so many currency options, which is so rare for these types of platforms. You can get people to cover your credit card fee, which is great. And then the product has fun little moments like this where they're like, danger zone, don't go down here, which is fun. It's fun to have fun when you're on, when you're using a product. And then, so first it's super simple, super easy. But the second point that I think makes it really cool is that it's either lightweight or customizable and anything in between. So I want to show you some things I love about it. You can change anything at any point in time and it does it instantly. This is my bio. This is my site that I link to. On my page, it says buy the Daily Taryn a coffee. I could also say buy me a glass of wine or whatever, and I can change this emoji to anything that I want it to be. I can change the fonts. I can change the colors. I can just choose to display my supporter account or not. I'm going to cancel that because I want people to buy me coffee, not wine, although wine would be amazing. You can change how much your coffee is. So mine, I have $7 because in Los Angeles, it is $7. You can change your membership your membership amount, a year or a month, which is so unique to this product, which I find really cool because if you do something like I do, which is a newsletter that is always happening and always continuing, a yearly membership could make sense if you were a big fan and you're like, well, I'm always going to be plugged in and I have been for 3 years. So let's do it. I find that really cool. What else? Oh, the other thing that I was going to say that makes Buy Me a Coffee really unique is how friendly it is. Sometimes asking for money feels weird and it feels like asking for money when that's actually not really what you're doing. You are just accepting the money that people want to give you. You're accepting the support. And a lot of times the way people want to support you is just literally, oh, I wish I could just buy you a drink and say thanks. I wish I could buy you a coffee or a cookie or whatever it is. And this Buy Me Coffee does that so easily. Like on my personal site right here, I have it linked. Hey, if you want to buy Taryn a coffee, it's like, here's all the things that I do. And if you're somewhere in the mix and you're a fan, you can just go straight here and boom, takes you right here to Buy Me a Coffee, which is really cool. I also, at the end of every one of my newsletters, I use Substack to send newsletters. I have, boom, please make comments if you'd like, share other things. And then right here, share it with people you love, buy me a coffee, or become a monthly member. And all of these things go straight to my Buy Me a Coffee, of course, which is awesome. There are some other ways that you can use it as a newsletter writer or as a writer. You can simply accept support. So it doesn't even need to be this membership model. You can just say, hey, I've got a Buy Me a Coffee page if you want it. If you ever want to buy me a coffee, it's here. So that's a really cool way to use it. You can use it as a membership platform and actually generate recurring revenue for yourself and deliver special things to them, which is awesome. You can use extras, which I want to show because they're so great. Extras are like a really cool way to offer something to your fans. So you can think of it as literally like you're selling them something on a Shopify page. So let's say I'm going to give you Instagram close access or Instagram access to my close friends, that's going to be expensive because I post some things on there. Okay. And there, like you set it up like that, you save change as you go, and then it would pop up on my page and people could buy that extra, if they wanted. And obviously you can create them from scratch, anything that you want that you think your fans might like, which is really cool. What else? Oh, I wanted to show the buttons and the widgets because I think that is awesome. So I'm going to go to my Dashie and I'm going to go down here. This is where I love this. So a lot of sites don't let you customize, any of the aesthetics of the buttons that you're using, the page that you're using. Like it just doesn't let you do it. And I love that this does because I can click generate button. I want to use Brie in that color. Such an ugly color. You know what I mean though. And I'm like that. And I want it to say, ooh, coffee. It won't, but you know what I mean. I've just generated this button for myself. I can have it be standard. I can have it show my supporter count or be this overlay. And I can download it, put it on my site, and it's a button that is specific to Buy Me a Coffee, but that, I don't need or that I don't get when I use Squarespace or something else. Same here. You can literally generate your own widget, which is wild. Just think about how crazy that is. They set this up for you so that you can do it in a second. I just love it. Obviously, there's apps you can download on Android, iOS to stay connected anywhere that you are. I guess The last tip that I would give you if you're thinking about using Buy Me a Coffee is to study other creators. This is buymeacoffee.com/explore/newsletter, and you can see the top newsletters. So let's say we want to look at the Sunday paper. Maria Shriver's got this going on, and you can see exactly what she does for her fans, which is awesome. And so many of these people are just like, hey, this makes me really smile. Thank you. Yeah, and it's special. I just think it's a really simple way. And if you're a writer like me, you don't have a lot of other time to go and figure out another product and spend a lot of time fulfilling stuff. But you do have fans that want to find a way to give back. And I think that this is a really simple way to do it. So, yeah. Let me know if you have questions down below. I'm going to be checking on this video and I will be answering them. And of course, the Buy Me a Coffee team is always available to answer your questions as well. So good luck out there. I hope you get a lot of coffees or wine or pizza or whatever it is.